Stampers, this is Trevis. Thanks for watching today for YouTube Friday. And so we continue with our July World Watercolor Month. And so on Tuesday, I did some watercoloring with you with the soft pastels. And so today we're going to continue doing some watercoloring with the Fluid 100 watercolor paper. Okay. Instead of using pastels, today I'm going to just be using my ink pads with my water painter. And the water painter is, as I've told you before, you get 3 in a pack and they're refillable. They're awesome. You can put alcohol in them if you want and make them actually work with your memento pad if you're interested in doing it that way. So today I'm going to be making a cute little fun fold card. And as I've done in the past, I've done Inspiration Everywhere. So I actually got a card at my one of this last team meeting, and it is just adorable. And I'm like, hey, there's a cute little fun fold, and I'm just going to change it up, and I'm going to show you the card real quick. So it's just really cute, right? And so I'm going to use that fun fold, but I'm going to use my do watercoloring as my focal point. So let's get started today. I'm going to talk a little bit about the different celebration paper I'm going to be using, and just all the products I'm using. I'm going to use a Hostess set from the big catalog. Okay, so let's get started. All right. So I'm going to be using my colors today. I'm going to be using Melon Mambo. I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo. And then this Crushed Curry. And I'm also going to be using Soft Suede a little bit. So those are my colors that I'm going to be using on my watercoloring. All right. The stamp set I'm going to be using for the focal point is Sit, Stay, and Relax. This is a Hostess set. I've used these other chairs, but this chair kind of looks old-fashioned, and I think it kind of goes with the Designer Series paper that I chose. The Designer Series paper is actually new from the Celebration catalog on page 14 and 15, and it's called Wonderful World. It's a $100 item, so if you purchase $100, you get it free. It comes with the stamp set and the Designer Series paper. The stamp set is 5 stamps, and the Designer Series paper is fantastic. And I actually saw a card made with this paper, and it was like, I think I have to have that paper. Well, you know, I like all of our paper. So I just want to show you the card that I cased. And this is actually what made me want the Designer Series paper so bad. This is cut out with the stitched rectangle die, all of the different flowers from one sheet of paper, and there's lots of it left over. So and then they're popped up on dimensionals. Isn't that darling? So 9 different flowers on that one sheet. Then I also did this one, and this was my own idea. I did cut these out of the Designer Series paper. Fussy cut them. Yes, it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. Made a thank you card with it. So, and I used Orchid Oasis as my base of my card, you know, my main color of my card. So put on a glitter bow, and I thought it turned out pretty cute. So today, hopefully we'll make another cute card. So let's talk about watercoloring. I did stamp this on watercolor, the Fluid 100 watercolor paper. Instead of using the black, okay, stays on, I used saddle brown. So we have both of these. This is the only 2 colors we have, black and saddle brown. They are re-inkable. So once you have one, you don't need to keep buying them, right? Which is awesome. A lot of craft stores sell pads, but they are not re-inkable. And so I did stamp this in saddle brown, and I like how it turned out, actually. The chair will pop when I color it. It'll stay, you'll still see those diamonds, okay? So let's get started. Before I do that, I'm going to talk about my card base, because this is a little tricky. This is 11 by 5.5, and 5.5 or 5 1/4, 5.5, yes, by 11. And you need to score this 4 times, okay, to get ready for your accordion. So I just did this on here, and I just want to show you where to score it, okay? So you're going to make those 4 score lines. The first one is at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7. And when you do that, this is going to be the way the card is going to fold. You're going to fold it this way first. You're going to fold this back, so it's going to make the accordion. And you're going to fold it this way. And then you're going to fold it back this way. Okay, so that's going to make your accordion card. Then also you're going to need a 3x6 piece of cardstock. And I used the same color. You wouldn't have to, but I did use the same color. I used Melon Mambo, and I scored it at 3. So this is actually going to adhere to the inside of my card like that. And when it opens, that's how it's going to work. Okay, so 3x6 scored at 3. So it's folded in half. All right, so if you want to get that ready, if you're making the card, actually I think I need to make sure that this is, it won't matter that much, but I want to make sure that that's folded properly. Okay, so let's start doing some watercoloring. I'm going to use my water painter. I do have some, my paper towel here to clean off my water painter. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color in the dark of the card. And I think that this works better. I've tried it both ways. And actually, I'm going to put a little drop of water. So you're going to squeeze your water painter till you get a little drop of water come down. And then I'm going to mix my color. And then I'm going to color in the, I don't know, is this called the cording of the chair? I don't know what this is called. But anyway, I'm going to color this edging in first with the Melon Mambo. I found out that if you let this dry first before you go in and color with the anything right next to it, you won't get the bleeding. Okay, so if you let this dry, so watercolor paper is very forgiving, but it still will bleed if it's wet because obviously we're using a water medium. It's just sort of therapeutic though. There's something about fussy cutting and coloring things in that is therapeutic to me. I don't know. Some people hate it. Some people don't like fussy cutting, and it's just something that's kind of fun for me. I think I liked to color when I was a kid. When my grandkids come over, I'm always like, you guys want to color? I think I like it more than they do. They only have patience for a little while, and I'm still, putting my heart into it. Okay, so now that's all colored in. So now I'm just going to squeeze this a little bit, bring some water down, and clean off my brush. Next thing I'm going to do is the legs of the chair. I'm going to do in soft suede. And, oh, my eye itches. And now I'm going to, there's going to be very little, so I'm just going to color these in. And these, water painters are actually, they are such high quality. I actually love the pointy tip. So it's easy to color even small things like that. All right. Now I'm going to use this last one. I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. And what I did was I did put a little reinker in the lid. And I just leave that in there. To be honest, I don't like keep taking it out, cleaning it out. It doesn't bother me that it's in the lid. Some people are kind of like, ooh, I don't like that. It looks messy, but it doesn't bother me. It's there for when I need it next time. Okay, so you can still see the design of the chair because I'm using a light color, so I think that's kind of cool. The diamonds on, ooh, that's really dark. Maybe I can lighten that up a little. Well, kind of looks cool. It's dark, shaded. I think I'll leave it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the diamonds of the chair are going to show through. So if you stamp this in black, stays on, it's going to show a little more. So this, as I've said, this is World Watercolor Month, and Stampin' Up! Has done some videos, actually on YouTube, that you might be able to locate by just putting in YouTube Stampin' Up! Watercolor techniques. They might be a little hard to find. There's 7 techniques that they're showing. They're not showing a whole lot of detail, but they are showing them. I think I'm going to color in some of these diamonds a little bit darker, just to kind of highlight them. I think that looks kind of cute. I'm not giving it a lot of time, but just adding a few like that. Cute. Okay. Last thing is I'm going to use crushed curry on the cat. Doesn't he look like a cat with an attitude? Look at that face. Cats always have kind of an attitude, don't they? I had a cat once, Molly, and she definitely had attitude. Okay, so I'm just going to color that in a little bit darker right there on her belly. Okay, I'm done. Okay, done watercoloring. I'm going to let that dry for just a second while I attach my designer series paper to my card base. And so the designer series paper that comes with this Wonderful World stamp set is adorable. And it kind of looks like old-fashioned wallpaper. So this is the one I'm going to be using today. And look at the back. And then this piece also, I just love they all coordinate. So this piece also, and then that piece. I see that just looks like old-fashioned wallpaper striped. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I might have to cut these down a little bit. I'm going to mount this on a piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock. So Mossy Meadow is the color that's also featured in this paper. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this onto a little piece of Mossy Meadow. Okay, and then I'm going to pop that up with some dimensionals. Where are my dimensionals? Right here. I'm going to put 5 of them on here. So I'm going to pop this up and get this ready. And I'm going to pop this up on this. So you're not going to see a whole lot of it now on there, but you are going to see more of it on, let me make sure I get this right, this side. Make sure I get this right, so I don't want to add this wrong, because it's a little tricky. Yeah, there we go. Because they are flowers, I need them. I don't want them upside down. Okay, and now I can adhere this to the front. Okay, so I have that ready. Now I have the paper, and this is a little wide. Hang on a second, my paper trimmer. So this needs to be 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, just so you'll know. 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. You want this to fit perfectly on your card, like that. Okay, don't do it upside down. And then you'll need your strips. So let's go ahead and adhere this now. I'm going to adhere this to my card first. Oh, that paper is so cute. And then I have these strips. Okay. And so I want these to fit all 4 of these. And I need to measure and see how wide they need to be. They need to be 1 1/2. I think I made them too wide. So they're 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. I'm going to cut these down. I think I made these 2 1/2. 2 inches rather. Ooh, these are really, wow, that seems really, ooh, 1 1/2. I'm glad I measured twice. What do they say? Measure twice, cut once. I don't know. Put that anyway. Okay, so I have those. So one, I need 4 of them. So I have one. Oh, where's the other 2? I know I had 4 of them. Okay. That's weird. Oh, here they are. I'm like, I know I cut 4 of these. I don't want to cut them again if I didn't need to. So you can't just buy this paper. It comes in a bundle, unfortunately. But look, these are going to be so cute. I'm going to use these on a card later. Can't just buy the paper by itself. You have to buy the whole bundle. I know. It's like, ooh, darn. I would love to just buy extra of this paper. But can't. You can get another one free and then give the stamp set to somebody. Share the stamp set with somebody. Okay. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll use the stamp as a giveaway. Stamp set, but not the paper. That doesn't sound very nice, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, and the last one. Goes right here. Okay, and then, see how cute that's getting? Now this is actually going to adhere here. Okay, so we just want to put adhesive on the end. Did I get that on my card? I did. Okay, so you're just going to put adhesive right there because that, you're going to center that, kind of eyeball it, open it up, close your card, bring it like that, okay? And then, same thing on this side. Just right here on the end. Oh, my adhesive is messing with me. Okay, just like that. So now, oh, that's so cute. It's a little bit crooked, but I think, is it crooked? No, it's pretty good. And then I'm going to add a few of these embellishments. I'm going to add these Glossy Dots assortments because these are Melon Mambo. So I write on, they don't really tell you the colors that are in here. So I just look in the catalog and I write it on the back. And Melon Mambo is one of the colors. So I'm going to use, I don't know how many I need. Maybe just 1. You know what it is? I see what's crooked. It's this. It's this piece. It's this piece that I popped up. That's crooked. Oh. New dimensional. Can't stand it if it's crooked, to be honest. Drives me cuckoo. There. That's better. Just going to use 1 of these, I think. I don't need too much. Do I? Let me see. 1 down here might be cute. If I do 3, if I do 2, I have to do 3. 2. Got another big one here. 3. Oh, yeah. That is cute. Now I could put a little piece of white here to write on. I probably will do that. Just like a 3x3 piece right here. So when you open it, you'll have somewhere to write. Okay. So everything's going the right direction. Yay. Everything's lined up better. And isn't that adorable? Okay. Hope you enjoyed it today. Happy weekend. And I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.